Hey guys, it's Andokiller here, back at you with another video. In this video, we're going to be inspecting a few cool raids that me and my clan have gotten. Now, the first raid is by Tree, one of our lower level members, but he is trying a GoWiPe out. As you can see, he has level 1 P.E.K.K.A.s and level 1 Golems. So let's see how we can conquer this base. Now, looking at this base, it is loaded with loot. So a lot of luck to him with conquering this base. So the first thing he does is he drops one golem on the right top side of the base, followed up by a few wizards and a few archer towers. Not archer towers, archers. You can see some clan castle troops are coming out, but which he didn't expect because this is a normal raid, not a clan war raid, and so he has to deal with them unexpectedly. You can see his golem is diverged to the left side of the base, so this raid isn't going that sweet. You can see there are two healers on the golem. This is a very interesting GoWiPe with two healers. Usually you do not have their presence. But there goes his king into the middle, and you can see he drops a heal spell right there on the golem, on the archers, and on his king to keep them up, keep them alive. Two wizards are going in right there, and I'm not sure where or when he'll drop his P.E.K.K.A.s, so we'll have to see. It'll be kind of a surprise. There goes his king's Iron Fist ability, so he can work on that wall. You can see one gold storage is down already. There goes clan castle troops where he had his wizards and a P.E.K.K.A. His P.E.K.K.A. actually goes to the left, which is very interesting. His king is still working on the middle, which goes nicely, and I'm not really sure where he can get these percents. Now, this is kind of a fail GoWiPe. Sorry, Tree, if you're watching this, but what he should have done is he should have brought two golems, first checked for clan castle troops, which he got really unlucky that there weren't any, and then dropped a few wizards behind them, and when they destroyed all the buildings on the outside, he should have dropped his P.E.K.K.A.s in so they would go in the middle. You can see one P.E.K.K.A. there luckily goes into the middle and will hopefully get some of his loot. You can see his golem is still alive, getting healed by this healer. Apparently that worked out for him, but this P.E.K.K.A. is going shopping. She wants a new pair of shoes. She doesn't like the metal ones on herself right now, or a new breastplate or chest plate. I'm not really sure what's that called. You can see the P.E.K.K.A. there is working on that town hall, and it gets it. And the golem came actually into the middle to defend that P.E.K.K.A. He wants to defend his women and the P.E.K.K.A. You have a nice showdown between a level 5 king and a level 1 P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. kind of RKOs him in 2 hits, which is a pretty nice showdown. And I can see he's gotten almost all of the gold storages and all of the elixir storages, which is really interesting with how the raid went. He got really lucky in the end of this raid. His true placement was not perfect at the least to say, and you can see his P.E.K.K.A. goes down in 1 second right there. So overall he got 72%, a very interesting GoWiPe using healers, wizards, archers, 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, 2 heal spells, 1 rage spell, and some clan castle troops, but the loot was pretty nice. He got 286,000 loot, 1,000 gold, and 386,000 elixir and 1,417 dark elixir. Ended up with 32 cups, which is a pretty nice cup grab at, I think he was at kind of gold 3. Yep. So let's look at the next attack, and we're actually going up in this chat, and we're going to look at Amir. He had an attack right here where he got easy loot. Now you can see this is going to be obviously a collector raid. He has 300,000 resources of both in the collectors. So let's see how Amir handles it with the troops he has to his disposition. Now he puts a wave of barbarians down, followed up by a wave of archers, so they can take out all the collectors. Never put your collectors all the same type all in one place, because this will happen to you. I like to, when I make my bases, switch between elixir, gold collector, gold collector, and then normal building. and put a normal building in between an elixir and gold collector. But you can see he's gotten almost all the loot, only 87k elixir left, which will probably be in the storages, which I'm not sure if he'll access later on in this raid. But in a second, he drops a few barbarians down to get that last elixir storage right there, and he has actually gotten most of the loot, and now he's free to start attacking from the right side. So he drops, as before, a wave of barbarians and a wave of archers, which is a nice collector raid. He drops them very mindfully and drops a few troops at a time so he can take out these collectors with the least troops possible, which is a very interesting strategy. He's dropping a few archers from the top to get rid of a few buildings, since he probably wants to go for that 50% 1 star, or maybe he wants to enter the base also. We will see. So now his troops destroy these 3 buildings on the top and these gold collectors on the right. And now let's see what he does. He drops a few barbarians from the bottom. He's probably trying to clear out a few buildings. There goes his king. I would have waited a little bit longer for it to activate that king's ability, but because it actually replenishes the king's health. So I would have waited, and you can see the level 1 king and the level 6 king are having a hack down. They're not geeks and hackers, they're just hacking at each other. But the barbarians and archers backed their king up, their leader, and were able to successfully take him out. Now I can see a few archers are working on the defenses, and the king will in a second go down. Maybe he'll get into this compartment. Yes, he does. But in a second, by this cannon, he is taken down. And now he attacks from the top. He drops a few of his hog riders, which is actually an interesting strategy to place the hog riders down so late in the raid. And you can see they're going nicely. I'm not sure if he drops a heal spell on them. We'll have to see. But his hogs, evidently he doesn't. His hogs go nicely down. He has 1 heal spell and 1 rage spell, but he probably does not want to use them. But he got the 50% star, and he got most of the loot. So now he just lets his troops play this out, then drops his queen to, I think, attack this dark elixir storage right there and get some of that dark elixir right there. And with that, he ends the raid, so his queen will not go down. So we got 262k gold, 262k elixir. He left about 40k of both loot there, but that was probably in the storages, and it wasn't really cost effective to get to access the middle of the base. And he got 101 dark elixir, which was a nice raid on his side. Now the last raid that we are going to be inspecting is done by myself. Where is it? I am not really sure. Yep, it is right here. It was the first one. I kind of skipped over that. I didn't think it was the raid. And looking at this base, wow. It is a Town Hall 10, but its Infernos are out of juice. If I had a Lavalunian trained up as I do now, I would have 3-starred this base and gotten all of this loot, but unluckily, I only had a giant barbarian and archer strategy, so I had to make do with what I had to my disposal. So I dropped 3 giants on each side, followed up by wall breakers to access those compartments in the middle. Sorry about that lag there. I'm not sure really what happened. And they go in, and I drop barbarians and archers on the outside so they can get into these collectors on the inside also and get me that loot, because I am a greedy Clash of Clans player. Now I had to get rid of my heal spells since I'm not using heal spells in the composition that I've trained up right now, which is Quattro Lavalunian, so I just placed that right there so they would successfully take out that storage. And in a second, I wait for my troops to decimate this top of the base. We'll decimate all the collectors, and I drop my giants from the bottom where I can also see the collectors. So I drop the remainder of my barbarians and the remainder of my 34 archers right there, and there you can see they're accessing that town hall. He actually had his town hall outside, and there I drop a rage spell because it was pretty cost effective in this attack. There I drop a heal spell so these archers can hopefully access that gold collector. I kind of went ham with my spells. You don't really have to do that. that was kind of dumb of me. But in the end, it ended up working out. You can see these archers are working on this collector and will hopefully access that full elixir collector for me on the left side of the base. And these archers, after successfully destroying this wall, will access and take out this gold collector, getting me most of the gold loot. You can see the archers are entering and attacking that gold collector. Now, I dropped my clan castle with a dragon here on this dark elixir collector because there was about, I think, 500 dark elixir in it, which is insane for a town hall 9. And I only have my king up, so I do something crazy with him, which you totally do not have to do. I drop him on the top because I had this hope that he would attack, hopefully, these 3 structures and then go into the middle and attack this dark elixir storage, but unfortunately he didn't. I drop a rage spell there, which is my last spell. I use his ability in a second when he's getting about to half health to get some firepower in there of the barbarians, and then you can see turns on the wall, but he gets slowly taken out by this archer tower on the left. Now, if I had my archer queen up, she would have been able to very easily access this dark elixir storage and get the remaining 1.8k dark elixir, but that did not happen. So this was crazy. I got 348k gold, 441k elixir, and 2,550 dark elixir. 10 trophies. I got a 2-star on a Town Hall 10 with a barbarian, archer, and giant composition. So guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. I really enjoy sharing my Clash of Clans wisdom, if I have any, with you guys, and just showing you cool attacks, raids in my clan. And yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like down below. If there's anything you think that I should have changed in this video or that I should change in my future videos to come, leave it down below in the comment section. I enjoy your feedback, even if it's positive or negative criticism. I like both. Share this video on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever you have. If you have, I'm not really sure what there is else. And so I can get my content out to more people. And once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.